Hello, my name is Derek Oglesby, and I'm a mechanical engineering student at UNM. Today, I'll be sharing my presentation on why we need to further research into active prosthetics. So, a little background first. Over 2.3 million people are affected by amputations in the United States, and about 212,000 of which are upper limb amputations. The main causes of these amputations are vascular complications, diabetes, and trauma. On the left, the graph says the dotted line is the previous projections of number of amputations, and the solid line are the current projections. So over the next 30 plus years, the number of amputations is expected to more than double. Who does this affect? While amputations are disproportionately affecting people of color and men, amputations affect people across all boundaries of race, gender, sexual orientation, and economic status. What is the current state? So below are the current most advanced prosthetics on the market. You can do this from a quick Google search. All of which use servos and can include thousands of moving parts, some of which just can't aren't as durable as daily wear and tear can keep up with. Balancing all of the size and weight and all the other attributes that make a prosthetic usable is very difficult and a huge engineering problem in this space. The lifetime cost of which can range from about $100 to $700,000, according to a Canadian study done in 2022. This can cover things like fittings, rehabilitation, equipment, wear and tear, and repair costs, and many other related costs. This is why, in the world of prosthetics, the whole industry is worth billions of dollars. Um, so, what is the current problem? Prosthetic abandonment is a huge issue. The main contributors of which are whether or not the functionality matches the user's needs, the durability of the prosthetic, as I mentioned earlier, the weight and the weight distribution. The heavier prosthetic is, and the further it is from the body, the more wear each joint can feel just using it. The appearance, this can be a lot of issues with uh, passive prosthetics and active prosthetics and body um, uh, powered prosthetics. Touch sensitivity, which is obviously a huge need for using any sort of limb. Having that there allows for a lot of responsiveness that you can't currently really get, but there are many engineers and scientists that are working on closing that gap. And again, one of the biggest problems is cost. This technology is very expensive, and a lot of people just can't afford it. And it's not as accessible to a majority of the people that have amputations across the world. So, what's the solution? Obviously, furthering research and development into bettering prosthetic technology. Um, as technology gets more and more advanced, the cost to enter the space decreases. And slowly decreasing, lowering this barrier to entry will allow prosthetics to become more obtainable and accessible to those in need. For my personal proposal is to further research into biomimicry for the sake of prosthetics, especially in reproducing the musculoskeletal system of the human body, especially focusing on contraction-based actuators. This can be done through myoelectric devices, as well as what I would like to further research into is hydraulic-based actuation, especially in soft robotics. So why this route? As you can see below are a shoulder and an arm and joints. So this is a list of the some of the parts of an arm, right? There's bones, there's ligaments, there's tendons, and joints. Joints are the connections between bones, and ligaments are the connections between bones and bones. But primarily none of these are active, so none of these attribute any sort of movement to the system. The only driving actuator for the whole human body are just muscles, and muscles are exclusively a contraction-based movement, and it's something that servos just can't reproduce um, on a efficient level. This is a potential solution to the complexity of movements that humans can go through. Obviously, there's a lot of research going into servos, to kind of reproduce a lot of these movements, but I figure why not just use biomimicry to kind of aim to, I guess, shorten the problem solving solutions that you'll need. Obviously, there'll still be a lot of ones that open up because I'd like to research this, um, but that's the thought. So, an additional drive for why I want to research this is it'll decrease the mental load in rehabilitation. Learning how to use current prosthetics is an arduous process, and a lot of people give up. Like I said, prosthetic abandonment is very large in the space, and the goal is to decrease that to the least number as possible. Um, so, what can you do? You can donate and advocate for further development and prosthetic development. You can do this on a political level, either state or national. There's organizations that help through that. There's nonprofits that help with patient care, and organization of standards for safety and effectiveness of orthotics, prosthetics, pediatrics, and the services that that includes. There's also nonprofits like the Amputee Coalition that improves the lives of individuals who have limb loss or limb differences. There are many others too, so don't leave this list as like your primary source. If you'd like to donate, please do. Um, and lastly, here are a couple references that I have. There's a lot of research done on the field of prosthetics in general, not as much in soft hydraulic based actuations. I'm not entirely sure why. I've done a lot of research, but I can't find a specific reason. So that's kind of where I want to narrow my scope of interest. So believe that contains everything that I want to share today. Thank you for watching and have a good night.